Hello my country people, welcome back to the news. Guys, the Edo State Governor, Obaseki, had recently described President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's palliative concept as not only deceptive, but completely fraudulent. And Obaseki, who stated this while chatting with journalists in Benin, the Edo State capital, said President Tinubu is now out to gag the citizens, particularly elected governors, from speaking the truth to power, as well as expressing themselves in the light of the perilous times the nation has fallen into. The Edo State governor also berated Tinubu's inability to plan in order to effectively respond to the effects of the removal of the fuel subsidy, noting that the development has further worsened the nation's economic situation and seriously impoverished Nigerians. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, through the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Mohammed Idris, has said he was not surprised by Obaseki's comments on the performance of Tinubu's administration, saying that the governor was deliberately, shifting focus to the nation's economic challenges as, Kano's further to divert attention from his poor performance at the state level since he left the All Progressive Congress APC to the People's Democratic Party PDP. And in another response, Obaseki, through his state commissioner for communication and orientation, Chris Osa, stressed that the area where the minister may be referring to as a non-performance is the condition of the extensive federal roads running through the state, which the federal government abandoned and also prevented the Edo State government from intervening to repair, claiming that the contracts for the repairs have been awarded. And the Edo State government also said it was quite unfortunate that Tinubu desired to, gag citizens and even a popularly elected governor from speaking truth to power. The Edo State government wishes to express its displeasure on the recent press statement, credited to the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, over Governor Obaseki's comments regarding the federal government's handling of the, resultant effect of the removal of the fuel subsidy. It is unfortunate and sad that the federal government now wants to, gig citizens and even a popularly elected governor from speaking the truth to power and expressing himself in the light of all these things, the people are facing. And yes, my country people, no be small thing dey happen. So it's obvious that Governor Godwin Obaseki and the federal government, they are at loggerheads with each other, and Tinubu's government, because they've said Tinubu's government now is, gagging Governor Obaseki from speaking the truth to power about the fuel subsidy, about the palliatives, and other stuffs. So my country people, this is the Edo government, the Edo State government. Now they have accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led Nigerian government of not only gagging the state governor, also the citizens, from speaking the truth concerning the palliative, that it is fraudulent, it is deceptive. How can you come out and say you want to give the people palliative? Meanwhile, you've not even talked about ways, to caution the effect of the fuel subsidy. You think palliative will help out. And then he talked about the abandoned federal roads in the state and other policies of the federal government. All these things happened as a result of, Tinubu's economic policies. And Malam Mohammed Idris, in a statement, had said Governor Obaseki was attacking Tinubu's, policies and decisions on the fuel subsidy removal and also the exchange, that's the foreign exchange market reforms, just so he can divert public attention, from his alleged poor performance in his own state. He con dey drag Tinubu, dey talk say Tinubu no do well. Meanwhile, Obaseki himself is not doing well in his state. He's not performing well. The minister noted that the federal government's reaction was based on a statement credited to Obaseki, a governor in the opposition People's Democratic Party, who recently criticized Tinubu's government over the poor state of the federal roads in his state and the palliative provided to cushion the effect of the fuel subsidy removal. And yes, they've made it known that Obaseki, is just trying to do all these things to divert the people's attention so they won't see his faults. They won't see where he has gone wrong, so they won't, scrutinize him. But they know that Obaseki is not doing well. I mean, can he boast of one achievement he has done? Can he boast of his achievements in Edo State? Ever since he ran away from the ruling All Progressive Congress to the People's Democratic Party. Now you see, so my country people, this is it. Tinubu's led administration and Governor Godwin Obaseki, they are having clashes. So guys, however, Nigerians have reacted. Well, Obaseki is not better. In as much as I do not support President Tinubu one bit, I still prefer him to Obaseki 1,000,000 times. Obaseki is the worst thing that has ever happened to Edo State. Well, this is the man who said whoever votes for APC must be mad. He was nearly consumed by madness during the election. Well, we already know the whole thing about the fuel subsidy, that it is a big tactical scam. The truth is bitter than sugar lies, and Tinubu government knows that he has been fooling Nigerians with sugar lies about this palliative of a thing. But then, you see a man that governs Edo State for years without anything to show for it. Well, it is the truth. The same governor who could not distribute COVID-19 palliative that was donated to the state is now talking another thing. Obaseki will be remembered as the worst governor in the history of Edo State. Tinubu said he will share 8K to the poorest of the poor Nigerians. Most people said no, that the money will not get to the targeted persons. Consequentially, Bola Tinubu decided to give the sum of 5 billion naira to each of all the 36 state governors, to share to their people, including rice, as palliative, yet there are still complaints. So what do we want in this country? Guys, know the truth and it shall set you free from the APC bondage and lies. Okay, my country people, these are some reactions from Nigerians. So guys, what are your thoughts on this issue? Now there seems to be a huge clash between Governor Godwin Obaseki and the Tinubu's led administration. I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.